There's a strange pressure in life to become a copy. Not an exact copy, of course. Society is polite enough not to say, please become exactly like this other person. Instead, it whispers, maybe you should be more successful by now. Maybe you should have the same milestones. Maybe you should follow the path that worked for everyone else. It is like opening a book and finding out someone has already written a version of your life, then being told your only job is to follow the same plot. But here's the problem. Nobody remembers the book that was written perfectly like every other book. A story becomes interesting when the author makes a choice nobody expected. Writing teaches us this. Every writer eventually faces the terrifying blank page. It sits there silently, waiting for something original. The easiest thing to do would be to write what has already been written. Follow the formula. Use the familiar words. Avoid taking risks. But that is not why we create. Creativity is the moment where we say, I have something here that has never existed before. Not because it is better, not because everyone will applaud, simply because it is ours. The world often rewards things that are easy to measure. Numbers, titles, achievements, comparisons. But creativity lives somewhere else. It lives in the strange little ideas that show up while you are walking, the questions you keep asking, the things you notice that other people walk past. It lives in the sentence you write that makes you think, I don't know if anyone else would say it this way, but this is how I see it. That sentence matters, because your perspective is the one thing nobody else can duplicate. 1,000 people can write about happiness. 1,000 people can write about heartbreak. 1,000 people can write about starting over. But nobody has your exact combination of experiences, memories, failures, hopes, and observations. You are the only person who can write your paragraph. And maybe that is the hardest part about being creative, accepting that your work does not have to look like everyone else's to have value. A tree does not apologize for growing differently than the tree next to it. A river does not stop flowing because it does not follow the path of another river. A writer does not become memorable by copying someone else's handwriting. They become memorable by discovering their own. The goal is not to stand out by shouting louder. The goal is to become so comfortable with your own voice that you no longer need permission to use it. Life is not a competition to write the most impressive story. It is an opportunity to write the most honest one. So create the thing only you can create. Say the thing only you can say. Write the sentence that could only come from you. Because somewhere, someone is looking for the exact words you were brave enough to put on the page. Thanks for listening. Catch The Quiet Quotient on YouTube and all major podcast platforms, including the Substack app. To help us grow and keep supporting creators, please like, follow, and subscribe. Want to get in touch? Connect with me directly at jimhansonmedia.com.